I'll sit for this little first portion. So today, morning movement and meditation, we've got a theme of exploration or going on an adventure. And so your piece in for today, so how to take this in and think about this for yourself. Here we go. When I was young, it's true for me too, I was an explorer. I'd leave the house on a summer morning and only come back for meals. I looked for new experiences and figured out who I was in the middle of them. If you're living a life right now that feels more like a rut than an adventure, look for small ways to see your world and yourself in a new way. Take a different way to work or wherever you're going. After work or after your day or after your regular routine, stop in a park you've never been to before and see what new things there are to see. Look at your hometown or your house even in the eyes of an explorer, or in the eyes of a child too. So looking at things in new ways. So as we get started, that's what we're going to bring in today, this morning, is exploration. What does that mean? Well, first, let's set ourselves up. Toes turned out, bent knees. Got this nice stable stance for our morning stability for waking up. Today's breath movement will do what we call wheel breath. So take your hands by your thighs, draw the hands up to the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, press the hands forward and down into this nice circular pattern. Draw them up. So it's slightly different than what we did the last few days. Exhale forward and down. But that's also what we're working. There's no one right way to do anything. If someone tells you there's one way to do something, they're trying to sell you something. So there's not ever one way. There's multiple ways, multiple paths and adventures. So sometimes it's nice to just change things up even just a little bit. One slight turn, 1 degree of change can make a world of difference, in some time. And take one more long exhale. You press those hands forward and down. We'll change up this next movement. Take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers or grab the wrists as you press down. Chest lifts, shoulder squeeze, look up. And then look down. Look up. And down. Lift your gaze, lift your head, look over your right shoulder or your left shoulder. Look over your other shoulder. Back to the center. Release those hands. Shoulder rolls back and around. Shoulder rolls. How else do I describe these? Shoulder rolls. That's all I can think of. Just hunching and then squeezing behind you. And switch directions. Squeeze back, shoulder blades connect, and then round it forward just in that upper body. And bring the shoulders down. We'll make fists with the hands and do our arm rotations. This one I'm not going to change too much or ever. This is just a good way to get into the shoulders, rotator cuffs. Maybe move in a way we don't typically move during the day. Switch directions. And bring those hands down. Give your wrists some rotations. Ooh, I've got some crunches in there. Let's work through those with figure eights. You can go slow with a lot of pressure, or try like you're squeezing tennis balls. More fast, like you're really trying to, shake things out. It's a good time to explore the different sensations in our bodies. So bring some, wonder and awareness to the different joints, muscles, all that. All right, let's shake out the hands for a moment, bring them down. Open up the arms, press the hands back, inhale. Straight legs, press one hand down, other hand comes across. We'll do 3 each side. Inhale back to center, pressing the elbows back. A strong exhale for pressing down to the side. Inhale, lift up. Can you get longer on the outside edge of the body? Try it. Take those hips a little farther to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Lift, 2 more. Reach up, inhale. And take those hands down as you bend those knees once more. And we're grounded through the toes, the feet. So press down through all 5 toes on each side. Big toe, pinky toe, in between. Bend again. Hands on the hips. We'll do our waist twist to get our digestion going and get this lower back loosened out. So let's go ahead and rotate. So hands are just off the hips. And we're moving forward and back. And take it slow at first. And as you get more comfortable, we start to maybe speed up, but maintain that same range of motion. And hopefully you don't drink a bunch of water like I do right before this. Whew, get a little side ache. Okay, we're gonna slow that down and step the feet together. And then go back to our hip rotations first to get into the legs, the lower body. So you just bring one toe, lift it up, knee comes across, up, whoop, not a good example. Knee comes across, up and around. There we go. And it's just a few of them. And when you step down, it doesn't have to, be pretty. We just work through the muscles engagement, through the glutes, the hip flexors. It's really good to strengthen this area. Build up those stabilizing muscles. It's part of our core. Let's switch sides. Part of our core that keeps us strong and keeps us, keeps our back safe, the rest of our body. It's all connected. It's all connected. And bring it down. The last thing we'll do is our kicks. So step 1 foot back, draw the knee up first. And when that's comfortable, leg up. And you could always, take hold of something too. If today balance is feeling a little off or you don't want to fall over, a wall or a shelf can be helpful. And switch sides. Start with a knee or a chair. And pull up a chair right next to you. There's a lot of household items that can become props for yoga practice. It's great. All right, bring it on down. We're explorers now, so let's get to our exploring some sun salutations. Come to the top of your mat. Take your hands to your heart. Close the eyes and keep your feet a little wider. Not wide, but like hip distance or just a few inches apart to feel grounded, stable, and set. So you can close your eyes and stand with confidence. Take a couple breaths in and out through the nose, reconnecting to that breath. Allow it to fill that belly all the way to the top of the chest. In a full, slow exhale, trying to extend that exhale, oftentimes a little bit longer than the inhale. And we'll take the hands down by our sides and open up, reach up, take that inhale, breath and movement, connect, open the arms, exhale, dive down. Forward folds, hanging up in that head. Hold on here for a moment. You might even bend one knee at a time, noticing those hamstrings. Mine are always tight in the morning. It takes a little time to loosen up. Not too much time, just a little even, little movement right away. Okay, lengthen the back, lifting halfway, press the hands on the shins, gaze at the top of the mat, draw the shoulders back. And then plant the hands down. Let's step both feet back and walk it back into almost a down dog, but instead of going to down dog, shift it forward into plank pose. Take the knees down. Do kneeling chaturanga today. Elbows hug in towards the rib cage as you lower about halfway, bending those elbows, shoulders to elbow height. Straighten the arms, press the heart forward. Upward dog, roll the shoulders back, pause here. Look over your right shoulder, so your left hip kind of dips down a little bit. And then look over your left shoulder, or opposite, and back to the center. Look down, tuck the toes under, hips up and back, down dog. Now here's where you can also pedal the feet a little, or find that stillness in down dog. From your down dog, take that full exhale as you walk your feet forward, back to the top of the mat. Feet stay a little bit wide again. Lift up halfway, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Look forward, open up those arms, rise up as you bend the knees, and then straighten the legs at the top. Hands connect and bring them down to your heart. Take one single breath. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale as you let it go. Hands come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Already feeling a little bit different by this point. Half lift, hands press as your back lengthens. Exhale, plant the hands and walk the feet back. Shifting forward into plank pose. You can take it from the knees again, or coming with me on the toes. Bend the elbows, tricep push-up, chaturanga. Purely strength here. Up dog, inhale. We keep working on that. Exhale, downward facing dog. None of the poses specifically that we do are required for enlightenment. So if you want to skip some of them, that works. We're still showing up. Take in one more breath in this down dog. Walk the feet forward. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, inhale. Reach high. And take the hands down to your heart. We'll do one sun salutation B. So take a breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go, mountain pose. Chair pose, bend the knees, sit back. Reach up, inhale, connecting in those hands, and then take the hands forward and down as you straighten the legs into your forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Now let's step it back to down dog right away. Instead of going through that push-up, downward facing dog. Take the feet together this time rather than hip distance apart. Lift the right leg behind you, bend the knee, shift forward, lifting that left heel as you step the right foot between the hands. There you go. Back heel spins down for warrior stance. Walk the hands up the leg. And then reach the hands out to the side, warrior one. We'll pause in this warrior one for a moment. Reaching up, palms face each other. And then take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, press down, hands go down the back leg, bend that right knee, look up. And then release the hands, reach up, inhale. Hands to the ground, exhale. Pick up the back heel, so the ball of the foot's on the floor, step back to down dog. We'll do the other side, lift the left leg. Right heel picks up, bend the left knee, step between the hands. Again, back heel spins down, rise up, warrior one. Soften the shoulders, press the hands back, maybe look slightly up. And then take the hands behind the back. Go opposite thumb on top so it feels a little bit weird. Press the palms down, squeeze the shoulders, bend a little deeper, hug the lower abs in. And then release those hands, reach up. Hands back down to the floor, exhale. Pick up the back heel, step back to down dog. And then down dog, shift forward. Then we'll do one vinyasa flow from your knees or your toes. Hug the elbows in, lower. Descend. Inhale, press the hands to straight arms. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step to the top of the mat. Half lift. Forward fold. Here, let's try this. Bend the knees into chair pose again. Reach up. And then reach forward. Bend the knees slowly as we sit back. And sit down. Right, so we're in our meditation place. And I'm actually going to, I'll set us up and leave us for a while. I've got a little one that just woke up, so I'll have to go get him. Give it a minute. But either way, I can set us up into our meditation and we can enjoy a little bit of time to transition from morning movement, from getting into our body and then into our day, and keeping this, theme, this piece with us for the rest of the day. So sitting in a comfortable position, rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. And come back to that theme of exploration, of becoming an explorer. We can even say a tourist in our own town or in our own practice. So thinking of small ways that we can add a little spark to our day, to this moment, to each moment, when we ever feel like we are coming into a rut. In what way can we see the world with fresh eyes? And just something to contemplate for the next few minutes as we relax, sit tall, close eyes, and breathe. let's start to bring some awareness back to where we are. Wiggle your fingers. Take a deeper breath in and out. You can keep the eyes closed for now or blink them open, just staring softly out in front of you. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of a way to send this piece, your yoga, use your yoga out into the world. And it may not apply to today or this day and age, but it might in the future. So our way that we can become an explorer or send out this thought of exploration is to pass a few people on the streets. So there are a lot of people you pass every day, or in regular life there is, and you don't think a thing of it. So our way that we can be an explorer is to start a conversation with someone. Every single person you pass has a story. Every single person has a spark of wisdom and joy in them that they may be willing to share with you, or not, but that can be an adventure too. So every single person can be a teacher, not just someone with that label, but everybody can teach each other something. So occasionally starting conversations with others that you see and don't even think of. All right, so keep that in mind for our day, for where you go about through the week. And together, let's take a breath in, reach up. Feeling in that good stuff, that adventurous spirit, that state of being explorer, bring the hands down to your heart. Thumbs stay at heart center. Do one more deep breath in. And a slow exhale out. Thank you for joining in morning movement and meditation. Namaste.